Hello, this is Esther here from King Love, and I am here in Kathmandu at the moment in Nepal, sitting together with Esther Rai. And in our King Love project, we are, as the name itself says, concerned a lot about love and also about the lack of love in this world. We believe and we actually know that the biggest disease or pandemic we have is not COVID, but it's the lack of love everywhere. And for a lot of people, that lack of love is also related to lack of love in the home, in the family, and especially the lack of father love. And Esther, you grew up in a home where your father was actually absent. How was that?
Actually, I had kind of unforgiving heart for my father, actually, I used to really hate him, and I really used to think that he's the one who made my life in a hard situation where I have to live with my mom only, because I could have better life if he was there presenting beside me, but then it wasn't so. So I used to blame, and I kept a grudge inside my heart for him. So it was very difficult for me in that situation.
And this lasted in your life for years and years while you were a child and a youth and onwards, is it right?
Yeah, it was like till the time I joined Ezra training, which is led by Pastor Daniel. So it was till then I couldn't forgive him at all, and I had lots of hatred and grudge for my father, actually.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking that must be a very difficult feeling also, because in a way you know that you should love your dad because he gave you life.
Yeah.
But then all these things happen which makes you, as you say, really hate and maybe also feel so abandoned by him.
Yeah.
But there is something about this that has changed now, and that is something about Jesus, who we are so in love with. What happened to you?
So, that I felt the love of Christ, and I felt the Father love when Papa Olstein came to Ezra, and he just gave me the Father's love, Father hug, which was actually missing in all my childhood life and in all my youth life. Nobody has ever hugged me for like a loving Father and saying that you can call me Father, I am your Father. And I have never felt that such kind of embarrassed in my life that I could then and right from that very moment where you held me in your arm, I could feel that, okay, my father was there just to give me birth. So it's okay that I am born because of him. So I should be always, feel the love, and I should always have the heart to forgive him, because Christ has loved me a lot. Actually, it's not him, but Christ is the one who is actually loving me a lot.
That is so true. So after that day, then, when you had this encounter with Jesus, it happened to be through my embrace of you, but of course we know that just an embrace is just an embrace, but when God's love and power is in it, that's a different story.
Yeah.
So what then happened? I mean, did you do something about this new attitude to your dad?
Yes, then after that, I had kind of a very big grudge on him. Said I would never meet him. I would never, that I would never forgive him. I had that kind of mentality. But then after that embarrassed, after that love, I could feel from, in action. Then I could understand that, okay, I can forgive him because he's just the one who brought me in this life. But then the true love and the true care, the true support comes from God. So I automatically forgive him, because I've never thought about forgiving my father, but then in that very moment I could forgive him, and I felt such a joy and such a freedom in my heart, inside my heart, that I have made my mind that even I meet him personally, I'll just grab him and say thank you to him. So I have that kind of heart, and I tried to do it in back few years, but then it didn't happen due to this COVID. So yes, if I ever meet him, I will just thank him and forgive him for what he has done in my life.
That is very astonishing and amazing to hear. Now, one last thing, Esther. I believe that there are some people that are in your situation where they carry hatred and maybe resentment to their fathers. I think some of those people, they may think like this, that if I choose to forgive, I will lose something.
Yeah.
It's like we feel we are humiliating ourselves. But now you have walked that road and you have that experience, and you told me just seconds ago here that after you decided to forgive, you felt the joy and the peace.
Yeah.
That's quite amazing.
Yeah.
So maybe this is something that we should recommend to more people also who have the same situation.
Yeah, I will just like to recommend that if you are like feeling the same way that I have felt, if you are having a hatred or grudge type for your father, then I would like to say that please and let yourself free from what you are having or what you are going through, because it's not him who made your life like that. But if you are keeping grudge and if you're keeping a resentment of what he has done, then you'll keep yourself in a certain kind of case. You are in certain kind of case that will just make you feel fear, make you feel insecure, make you feel not so much bold. But whenever you decide to forgive, and whenever the moment you try to give, show the love for what he has done, because that will make you free from what you have kept, the boundaries or what you have kept in a case type. You will get the freedom, you'll get the happiness, and you'll get such a kind of peace in your heart that you could see each and every person with a love of eyes, and each of the person you go through, you meet them, you will have the joy inside your heart through Christ, because Christ has filled our love. Actually, we are created for the love. So actually, we have that freedom, we have that right to enjoy the love of Christ. That love should be flown from our life, our heart, through forgiveness. So I would like to say like this, and I'm enjoying the same thing. And I could be like this, I could be like this joyful, I could be like this very much having good communication, with good confidence, because I have forgiven. I'm not anymore in a case, because I've already forgiven my father. So it's a joy to be in freedom. It's joy to be cheerful like this, because I forgave my father.
That is wonderful, Esther. And in this King love that we are into, we really like to embrace and hug, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, so why don't we?
Yeah, thank you, Father.